man march, you know, where you can see the huge crowd. Everybody is very happy. They are saying they want Peter Obi as a president, 2023. They are tired of bad governance here in Nigeria.
We now have agitations. Boko Haram, herdsmen, all sorts of agitations from everywhere, whether it's in the east, in the west, everywhere. And I can tell you it's going to worsen.
If you recall, when General Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu came back from exile, part of the understanding with him was that they will release his father's properties, the properties belonging to Ojukwu Transport Limited.
To help us understand all that, I'm joined now in the studio by the man himself, the politician, former Anambra PDP governorship candidate, and former president of Transcorp Hilton Hotels, Valentine Ozigbo. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you, Charles.
Tell us why you've decided to quit the PDP in favor of the P2B movement, and in that process, justify your action to all those in the PDP who supported you when you ran for candidate to be governor and won, people who may now feel that you've let them down.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. We welcome you once again to our today's episode of this program. And today we get a lot of videos for our table. One basically one quickly the review to on one after the other concerning the activities when we say it happened during the weekend. I hope say you ready for us because we ready come. I bet making no verse say with the laugh because honestly we need to cheer you up concerning what we get for you ahead of this very program. Today, we will talk about what happened for Owerri. 1 million man march for Peter Obi, and after that, we still get a lot of interview when see a lot of people till they support this very movement of obedient family. Yes, a lot of people don't they come on for PDP boldly. They join Labour Party and so many more. Just to let you know, say 2023 na year when it be say it dey heavily pregnant and it will deliver good thing. All right, with that we not waste any of our time. We dey review them one after the other, sharp as it dey hot. And the first video here, now the one when it be say Nigerians, the obedience they carry out their time to engage for 1 million man march for Owerri. They say we not get structure. You, by yourself, see structures.
Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. This is a 1 million march. Solidarity movement for P2B. 2023 general election. Obedience is better than sacrifice. The whole town is a shutdown. We have shut down the city of Owerri. We are the structures. P2B structures. Look at the structure.
We are the structure.
P2B structure. We know they give shit. P2B structure. We have shut down the city. It's a 1 million march. A 1 million march. A 1 million man march. We have shut down the city of Owerri. We are his structure. They said we are on social media wasting time. That we got no structure. The men are the structure. Look at the structures. Look at the structures of P2B. The youth. We are taking back the city. We are taking back the city of Nigeria. All the city of Nigeria, we are taking it over. Look at the structures of P2B.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say una don't see structures. Now, before these activities of Nigerians, which is the obedience, begin to take place like this, A word day when it be say Peter Obi by himself don't first send forth during interview when it be say he grants to media. I want to make all of us listen to this very word of Peter Obi. We'll come back for the conclusion.
We now have agitations. Boko Haram, herdsmen, all sorts of agitations from everywhere, whether it's in the east, in the west, everywhere. And I can tell you it's going to worsen. This is what you have when you have, it is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. And it's not going to stop because you have millions of your people.
Them out there, let me tell you something. Tonight, many of them will go back to bed and they'll be shaking. Many of them will have sleepless nights because of what has happened today. In less than how many weeks, see the people that came out. These people came out not because anybody promised them 5,000, 2,000, 10,000. But these people came out.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say una don't listen to Peter Obi. This one I own word time before this very moments. And it will continue because Nigerians don't be fed up for everything when it be say it dey happen to each and every one of us. They say now where you dey push go to reach, now in you dey push and reach. When it be say you don't push out to the extent when it be say you not get any escaping routes, then you live on without no choice than to fight back with all the strength when it be say it gets to make sure say it defend itself for your own last moments. Now in Nigerians they so. All right. Still on the journey, we get this very video when it say it concern the former PDP governorship candidates. When it be say as we talk now, pack a bag and baggages enter Labour Party. And during this very interview, it get a lot of things when it be say in review, when it be say it make this very decision. I will leave you now make you hear the rest of the details from your own man.
To help us understand all that, I'm joined now in the studio by the man himself, the politician, former Anambra PDP governorship candidate, and former president of Transcorp Hilton Hotels, Valentine Ozigbo. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you, Charles.
Tell us why you've decided to quit the PDP in favor of the Peter Obi movement, and in that process, justify your action to all those in the PDP who supported you when you ran for candidate to be governor and won, people who may now feel that you've let them down.
Thank you, Charles. Let me say this to you. There comes a time in one's life where you actually go beyond self-interest and consider the common good. Nigeria is at the precipice. We almost don't have a country. And I say this because in every single parameter, whether it's the economy, or it's about the security, it's about infrastructure, it is unbelievable what a country we have today. And here we are in the middle of another hotly contested political season. And there are options before us. I want to emphasize more going forward than looking backwards. And I believe my decision to quit PDP is both sentimental, objective, and psychological. I do this in full awareness of what is at stake, knowing that Nigeria has only just one thing giving them hope today, and that's Peter Obi. And if the rest of the youths have suddenly woken up to the consciousness of this is actually our country and we must take it back, if the elders also are speaking, because not just the youths that are speaking, the elders are converging to a man that has basically no structured party, then who am I not to join such and contribute my own quota to see how we can change Nigeria for good? I see a scenario where we are painting a picture of those who are comfortable with the status quo and those who are uncomfortable. I am totally uncomfortable with the status quo. And unfortunately, my former party, PDP, hasn't done well enough to justify my continued stay by what they have done and what I continue to do. And I have tremendous respect for our candidates there. My boss, my leader, Waziri Atiku Abubakar, and I've reached out to him this afternoon, as well as the vice presidential candidate, Governor Kowa, and leadership of the party, say to them, thank you. But for now, I have to join somebody who I feel convinced has the character, the competence, the capacity, the credibility, the compassion to move Nigeria forward. And somebody who goes beyond the sentiments of ethnicity and religion, who is being talked about as the best option for Nigeria. And also somebody who supported me actively. Among any other person, he did a lot to see that I, get to where I got to. And so, out of also reciprocity, it's incumbent on me to make sure I give him my best to ensure that he succeeds. So really, I think I was so fascinated. I had a Zoom call with my team because I usually carry my team along. I had a Zoom call with them, and it was fascinating. They've been waiting for this. As a matter of fact, everybody feels relieved that finally we are on the path.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say all of you don't watch that video. And still on the matter, during the week, we also received another video when we say it concern Igbo youths. Yes, according to what they call themselves, Igbo youths. And now, these people, they come outside to draw a very big support to the People's Democratic Party. And this issue really shocked us. This one at the Southeast, when it be say everybody, every part of this country, they try to raise support for. How come these people remove themselves from this very movement? Now, waiting they bother us. Now, it be this very one. I'll first of all leave on and make una watch this video before we come back to talk with the our man.
All Igbo youths.
The program recorded a large turnout of youths, not only from Enugu State, but from across the entire Southeast region and beyond. Others at events with representatives from Kebbi and River States, as well as market women and the Hausa communities who came to show their solidarity. In their separate speeches, the convener of the All Igbo Youth for Atiku Abubakar, Okpai Emma Okpai, and the national secretary of the group, Ifeanyi Umere, described the event as historic and called on the youths and other stakeholders to work as a team to ensure the enthronement of Atiku Abubakar as the next president of Nigeria in 2023.
This event was informed by the urgent need to make our people to be involved in the activities and programs of Excellency Atiku Abubakar.
Considering the state of the nation, and we have somebody who from the Southeast running for presidency, what we do here is to promote and market our candidates and not to antagonize.
They also charge all the coordinators at both the state and local government areas levels to ensure that the PDP presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, is effectively campaigned for at the grassroots.
To tell them you are supporting a candidate that has a pedigree. So we have more than 1 million points to sell Atiku Abubakar.
All of us have the same DNA. We have the same rights, we live in the same area, and we are qualified as Igbo people who are going to make choices.
In their goodwill messages, the speakers described Atiku Abubakar as the only presidential candidate that has what is required to get Nigeria out of the current economic and security challenges of the country.
We are going to work hard, we are going to apply more wisdom, more power, more understanding, so at the end of the day, Atiku will get one.
We are showing you in our state that we are going to have 95% votes for Atiku Abubakar.
Atiku Abubakar is the most amiable candidate.
Atiku Abubakar is a leader that has the quality of integrity. Atiku Abubakar is a man that has the quality of existence.
We are going to activate the local government in all the 27 local governments in Imo State.
I look at Atiku as a political professor of Nigeria.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe say all of you don't watch this video. Now, I believe say a lot of questions will they go on for your mind. One of the questions will be say would like to help you ask now not pass. Be say you be expect maybe 100% of the Southeasterners give their votes to Peter Obi. We know say it not they possible. Yes. And another question not still pass be say, you know see for the northern region of Nigeria say most of the population there also they raise up their support they campaign for Peter Obi. Yes, you did perfectly right. But the truth of the matter not part be say the northern people when they say that they raise up their support for Peter Obi, now the people when they say they understand say their own people gone don't feel them. Yes. Over the years, since 1960, when they say the thoughts in Nigeria get independent, now there are people now in the rule this country. And up to date, nothing good when they say then themselves don't benefit on the talk of say the whole Nigeria. The highest out of school children for this country now for the northern region. The highest beggar now from the northern region. The highest poorest person for this country now from the northern region. So what do you want to talk about? And the most dominated area by bandits, Boko Haram, ISWAP, and every other terrorist group now still from the northern region. So now the reason why it be said these people, they beat the drum of change to make sure say power change hand because then they said they very honest. Now the ones when they say they're not they honest, now then will still see the truth, say their people gone don't feel them, and they will still stand behind them, still they beat the drum of support for them. Just like people when they say they still they support Atiku for the northern region of Nigeria. We expect something like that to happen. And now may we turn back to the side of the Southeast. Since 1960, when they say we don't get independent as a nation, they never give una region at least one chance to lead this nation. They even go to the extent that they fair enough to talk say the major three regions of this country now northern region, southwest region, and the southeast region. They classify like that, even to the extent they bring out a name, Wazobia. The Zo region, which is the Hausas, the Northerners, not be said they even only rule, they almost dominate every political system of this country, the highest political office of this country over the years. Now, they also give slight opportunity to the Wa people, which is the Southwest people. They don't also rule over the time. Then, the Bia, which is the Southeast, waiting happen. This one is one of the questions. May we leave that very aspect. May we talk about the economical power of this nation. Among these three regions, now the Southeast, which is the Bia, now the economical power of this nation. According to the statistics, when it be say if they give this nation, Nigeria, the highest revenue, which is the crude oil. Right? Now, that same crude oil, now in the field, the whole 36 states. We not talk say the rest of the states, which is the northern and the western region, they not see the support or the produce, but we already know the economical power of this nation, Nigeria, now crude oil. Right? Now, that same crude oil that they extract from the southeast, they fuel the rest of the nation, and that they pollute una ground. Una not they see land now to farm or river to fish. Still, una people no revenue, better revenue will be said that it return back to una to repair una land or to even give una the rights when it be said it belongs to una. And over the years, cry, weeping, complaining, don't they come from every angle. And now, a lot of Nigerians don't ready to say, enough don't they enough. all over the same country, Nigeria, to make sure say they leave their support for una. And now una, when it be say people they speak for, now una they stand up now, they still they oppose the opportunity when it be say it's supposed to be una best moment. Now not see and say, will I call this act of stupidity? Sorry, we use that very word. Honestly. Because it's supposed to be, say, if it not dey possible for 100% of people to support their own person, this very time is supposed make una try at least 80% to lift support for Peter Obi. After it be say una don't see the credibility of this same candidate when it be say we dey talk about now, Peter Obi. Una don't see the attention when it be say this man they command all over this nation, both for the northern region, from the western region, from the south, from the middle belt. This man they make wave all around. And una, when it be the people, when it be say, una supposed to be the first people to lift this man, to sell this man out, to market this man, to promote this man. Now una, they break down. They talk say na outsiders. The ones when it be say it don't lead this nation for more than 60 years now without reports, na una still prefer to una own person. Even after it be say it come to una clear understand they say na it be the best among all the candidates when it be say it dey for this very time. You see, wahala dey o. Wahala dey. You know the reason why it be say it be problem to us, not past be say. I wish say this Peter Obi it not really get wetin it takes to be outstanding. When it be say it dey clear to each and every one of us, we for not get problem. Maybe we for see the support these people say me now because of say it not really dey good like that. Now in make they not want anybody when they want bring shame to them in as much as say now the first time now it be this one. Not be when you know too well say now it better pass the rest just because of say brand envelope pass una hand, or maybe they promise una one contract or the other, or because of say you be in-law according to the report when we say we don't get before now say he marry una people. Now the reason why it be say una can accept and say na it can be the best in-law or the best indigene of the land. Forget the inborn of the land. It is very awkward. All right, my people, we will draw the conclusion of this very program here. Even though we talk from now till tomorrow, now who will hear, now he will hear. But we pray, may God give them listening ear now before the election. We know a lot of them will change mind when the time comes. All right, share your own opinion with us on the comment section. And before then, we want you, this medium, to really appreciate each and every one of you for your time, your effort. The one basically the help of the share, these brokers, your likes, your comments, all of them, we appreciate them. I bet make not forget to help us share this very one so that we still reach our brothers and sisters all over the world, because we believe and want to say information, not power. And as we do so, God Almighty will bless you. We would like to draw the conclusion of this program here. We'll see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.